Adrian Whitaker, a charismatic 45-year-old financial executive, and his wife Felicity, a 42-year-old curator at a renowned art gallery, epitomized success and sophistication. Their sprawling 5-bedroom estate, meticulously adorned with lush gardens and luxury vehicles, was the envy of their affluent neighborhood. For 15 years, the Whitakers had been community stalwarts, hosting lavish soirees, contributing generously to local charities, and being active members of the exclusive country club. Their 2 children, Sophie and Leo, thrived at their prestigious private school, excelling in a range of extracurricular activities. To the outside world, the Whitakers appeared to be living the quintessential dream. But beneath the immaculate exterior, trouble was brewing. As spring 2023 unfolded, the flawless veneer of the Whitakers' life began to shatter, exposing a tale of deceit, illness, and retribution that would stun their community. The unfolding events would lead friends, family, and neighbors to question everything they believed they knew about the Whitakers. The love story between Adrian and Felicity began in the fall of 2003 at Northwestern University. Adrian, then a senior majoring in finance, first encountered Felicity at a campus art exhibition. She was a junior majoring in art history, her eyes glowing with enthusiasm as she explained the nuances of an abstract painting to an engaged audience. Entranced by her intelligence and beauty, Adrian approached her after the crowd had dispersed. He introduced himself with a hint of nervousness, and Felicity was immediately charmed by his genuine interest in her work and his quick wit. They spent hours talking that evening, losing track of time as they discovered their mutual love for travel, fine dining, and classic literature. Their courtship was marked by romantic gestures and stimulating conversations. Adrian courted Felicity with surprise picnics in the university's botanical gardens, late-night study sessions that blossomed into deep discussions about their aspirations, and weekend getaways to explore the vibrant art scene. After graduation, Adrian secured a prestigious position at a renowned investment firm, while Felicity pursued a master's degree in art curation. Despite their demanding schedules, their relationship flourished. They supported each other's ambitions, celebrating milestones and offering solace during setbacks. In the spring of 2008, Adrian proposed to Felicity at the top of the Willis Tower during sunset. He had arranged a private dinner on the sky deck, surrounded by the twinkling lights of the city they both cherished. Overcome with emotion, Felicity accepted without hesitation. Their wedding the following year, held at the Botanical Garden, was a grand celebration that merged Adrian's opulent taste with Felicity's artistic flair. Friends and family gathered to celebrate their union, many commenting on how perfectly matched the couple seemed. The initial years of their marriage were filled with joy and ambition. They worked diligently, saving and advancing in their careers. Adrian ascended the corporate ladder with resolve, while Felicity established herself in the competitive art world. In 2011, they welcomed their daughter Sophie, followed by their son Leo 2 years later. Parenthood brought new challenges but also strengthened their bond. They tackled sleepless nights and diaper changes together, their love growing with each passing day. To everyone who knew them, Adrian and Felicity Whitaker seemed like the ideal couple, destined for a lifetime of happiness. However, as time passed and the Whitakers' success grew, subtle shifts began to appear in their relationship. The first signs of trouble emerged around 2018, coinciding with Adrian's significant promotion. His new role as vice president at his firm came with a substantial pay raise, but also demanded more of his time and attention. Felicity, who had reduced her work at the gallery to focus on raising their children, found herself increasingly alone. The intimate dinners and weekend getaways that once defined their relationship became rare occurrences. Adrian's frequent absences, citing late nights at the office and constant business trips, were initially met with Felicity's understanding. She immersed herself in volunteer work and focused on their children's activities, convincing herself that Adrian's dedication to his career was for their family's benefit. Yet, as months turned into years, she couldn't shake the feeling that something fundamental had changed between them. Friends began to notice the strain. At social gatherings, Adrian and Felicity no longer gravitated towards each other as they once did. Their once playful banter was replaced by polite, almost formal interactions. Felicity's smile, once radiant in her husband's presence, now appeared forced and brittle. She made attempts to bridge the gap by planning romantic evenings and family outings, but Adrian always seemed distracted, his mind elsewhere. When she voiced her concerns, he dismissed them, assuring her that everything was fine and that he was merely under a lot of pressure at work. As 2022 came to a close, Felicity could no longer ignore the gnawing sense of unease. Something was amiss, and it was beyond the usual stresses of a busy life. Little did she realize, the true extent of the trouble in her marriage was about to be revealed in the most devastating way imaginable. In early January 2023, Felicity's suspicions reached a breaking point. She had found a series of unfamiliar phone numbers and names in Adrian's phone, accompanied by texts and emails that suggested more than just professional relationships. Confronting Adrian about her findings led to heated arguments and evasive explanations. Adrian insisted it was all related to work and dismissed Felicity's concerns as baseless paranoia. Despite his reassurances, Felicity could not shake the feeling that there was more to the story. Her unease grew as Adrian's behavior became increasingly erratic. Felicity decided to investigate further. She began discreetly monitoring Adrian's activities, reviewing his emails and messages whenever she could. What she uncovered was alarming. Adrian was involved in an affair with a younger colleague named Jessica Morris. Jessica was a recent hire at the firm, known for her ambitious nature and striking looks. The affair was not just a fleeting encounter, but a full-blown relationship that had been ongoing for several months. Felicity felt her world crumble as she pieced together the fragments of Adrian's betrayal. The once solid foundation of their marriage was now marred by infidelity and deception. The emotional toll on Felicity was immense. She experienced a range of feelings: anger, betrayal, and profound sadness. She struggled to maintain a semblance of normalcy for the sake of their children, Sophie and Leo, who were blissfully unaware of the turmoil engulfing their family. As Adrian continued to bury himself in work, Felicity found herself grappling with the harsh reality of her marriage's disintegration. In the midst of this personal crisis, Felicity's health began to deteriorate. She experienced frequent bouts of fatigue and anxiety, which she attributed to the stress of her marital issues. Her once vibrant demeanor was replaced by a pallor and weariness that did not go unnoticed by her close friends and colleagues. Felicity's doctor recommended a series of tests, which revealed troubling results. She had developed an autoimmune condition exacerbated by stress. The diagnosis was a heavy blow, further complicating her already fragile state of mind. Adrian, oblivious to the full extent of Felicity's suffering, remained absorbed in his own world. His relationship with Jessica deepened, and he continued to maintain a facade of normalcy at home. The couple's interactions were characterized by superficial pleasantries and an underlying tension that neither could ignore. Felicity's attempts to address their issues were met with resistance and excuses, further driving a wedge between them. The turning point came when Felicity received an anonymous letter containing detailed information about Adrian and Jessica's affair, including photographs and dates. The letter was a cruel confirmation of what she had suspected, and it pushed Felicity to make a decisive move. Armed with undeniable evidence, she confronted Adrian once more. This time, the confrontation was different. It was marked by an emotional intensity that left Adrian stunned and remorseful. Faced with irrefutable proof, Adrian could no longer deny his infidelity. He admitted to the affair and expressed regret, but his apologies felt hollow to Felicity. Felicity demanded a separation, seeking time and space to process the betrayal and focus on her health. Adrian reluctantly agreed, though his promises of change seemed insincere. The separation was challenging for both, marked by emotional volatility and logistical hurdles. Felicity moved to a nearby rental property, and the couple's interactions were limited to discussions about their children and legal matters. As Felicity navigated this painful chapter, she found solace in the support of her close friends and a therapist who helped her cope with the emotional and physical toll of her situation. The separation provided her with clarity and a sense of control that had been elusive during the turmoil of the past months. In the meantime, Adrian faced growing scrutiny at work. Rumors about his personal life began to circulate, affecting his professional reputation. His once prominent position at the firm was now under threat, and he struggled to maintain his composure amid mounting pressure. The affair, which had initially seemed like a thrilling escape from his responsibilities, was now unraveling every aspect of his carefully constructed life. As winter turned to spring, Felicity and Adrian's separation became a focal point of discussion among their social circle. The once admired couple was now the subject of gossip and speculation. Friends and acquaintances who had once revered them were now divided in their opinions, with some offering sympathy and others expressing judgment. Despite the turmoil, Felicity began to reclaim her sense of self. She focused on her health, gradually regaining her strength and resilience. She reconnected with her passions and explored new interests, finding empowerment in her independence. The road to recovery was long and arduous, but Felicity was determined to rebuild her life on her own terms. As Adrian faced the consequences of his actions, he was forced to confront the impact of his choices on his family and his future. The affair had not only damaged his marriage, but also jeopardized his career and reputation. The once confident executive was now grappling with the fallout of his decisions, struggling to reconcile his past with his uncertain future. The summer of 2023 brought new challenges and opportunities for both Felicity and Adrian. While Adrian struggled with the repercussions of his affair, Felicity began to embrace a new chapter in her life. The separation, though painful, allowed her to focus on herself and her well-being. As she navigated her newfound independence, she made a conscious effort to redefine her goals and priorities. Felicity's journey of self-discovery led her to reconnect with old friends and engage in activities she had long abandoned. She joined a local book club, explored new hobbies like painting, and took up yoga to manage her stress. The support she received from her friends and the therapeutic benefits of these activities helped her regain a sense of purpose and joy. Meanwhile, Adrian faced a turbulent period at work. The affair had not only strained his personal relationships, but also caused significant disruptions in his professional life. The firm's leadership questioned his judgment, and he was placed under increased scrutiny. Adrian's attempts to salvage his career were met with mixed results, as colleagues and clients expressed their disappointment and skepticism. As Adrian grappled with the fallout, he began to reflect on his actions and their impact on those around him. He attended therapy sessions, both individually and with Felicity, in an attempt to understand the root causes of his behavior and seek redemption. His commitment to self-improvement was genuine, but it was clear that rebuilding trust and repairing the damage he had caused would be a long and arduous process. Felicity, on the other hand, remained focused on her healing and growth. She continued to navigate the complexities of co-parenting with Adrian, striving to maintain a positive and stable environment for Sophie and Leo. Despite the challenges, Felicity's dedication to her children and her own well-being helped her remain grounded. The summer months also brought a series of significant events for the couple. Felicity's newfound confidence led her to pursue a freelance project that had long been on her mind. She started working as a consultant for a nonprofit organization focused on environmental sustainability, a cause she had always been passionate about. The project not only provided her with a sense of accomplishment, but also allowed her to contribute to a meaningful cause. Adrian's efforts to repair his professional reputation included attending industry conferences and networking events. While some colleagues remained supportive, others were hesitant to forgive and forget. Adrian's struggle to regain his former status was a testament to the depth of the impact his actions had on his career and personal life. As autumn approached, Felicity and Adrian faced a crucial decision regarding their future. The separation had provided them with clarity, but it also presented the challenge of determining their next steps. Felicity had grown stronger and more self-assured, and she was no longer willing to compromise her values or happiness. Adrian, though sincere in his efforts to make amends, had to confront the reality that rebuilding their relationship might not be feasible. The couple engaged in honest and open conversations about their future. They discussed the possibility of reconciliation, but both acknowledged that the road ahead would be fraught with obstacles. Felicity's primary concern was her own well-being and the stability of her children's lives, while Adrian was focused on proving his commitment to change and personal growth. During this period, both Felicity and Adrian sought guidance from friends, family, and counselors. Their support networks played a crucial role in helping them navigate the complexities of their situation. Felicity found solace in the encouragement of her friends and the guidance of her therapist, while Adrian received advice from mentors and colleagues who had witnessed his struggles. In October, Felicity and Adrian reached a pivotal moment in their journey. They decided to formalize their separation through legal channels, a decision that was both difficult and necessary. The legal process allowed them to establish clear boundaries and agreements regarding their assets, responsibilities, and co-parenting arrangements. The separation was officially documented, and the couple began to focus on their individual paths. Felicity continued to thrive in her freelance work and personal growth, while Adrian worked to rebuild his professional standing and prove his commitment to change. Their interactions were now centered around co-parenting and maintaining a respectful relationship for the sake of their children. As the year drew to a close, both Felicity and Adrian reflected on their experiences and the lessons they had learned. The challenges they had faced had reshaped their lives in profound ways, but they had also provided opportunities for growth and transformation. Felicity's journey toward self-discovery and empowerment was a testament to her resilience, while Adrian's efforts to address his past mistakes demonstrated a genuine desire for redemption. The future remained uncertain, but both Felicity and Adrian were determined to forge ahead, with renewed purpose and clarity. Their separate paths were marked by the lessons of their shared past, and they faced the new year with a sense of hope and determination. As the new year began, Felicity and Adrian embarked on their respective journeys with renewed focus and determination. The transition into 2024 marked a turning point for both of them, as they embraced the opportunities and challenges that lay ahead. Felicity continued to excel in her role with the nonprofit organization. Her work on environmental sustainability projects garnered recognition and praise from both her peers and the community. The sense of accomplishment she felt from contributing to meaningful causes bolstered her confidence and further solidified her commitment to her personal and professional growth. In addition to her professional achievements, Felicity's personal life flourished. She developed new friendships through her book club and yoga classes, and she remained dedicated to her own well-being. Her children, Sophie and Leo, thrived in the stable and nurturing environment she provided. Felicity's dedication to their happiness and development remained a central focus of her life. Meanwhile, Adrian's journey toward redemption and career recovery continued. He faced ongoing challenges as he worked to rebuild his professional reputation. Despite the progress he made in attending conferences and networking events, he still encountered skepticism and resistance from some colleagues and clients. The road to recovery was long and filled with obstacles, but Adrian remained committed to proving his worth and integrity. Adrian's efforts extended beyond his professional life. He continued attending therapy sessions, both individually and with Felicity, to address the underlying issues that had contributed to his previous mistakes. His commitment to self-improvement was evident in his actions, and he made a concerted effort to demonstrate his growth and change to those around him. In February, Felicity and Adrian faced another significant milestone: the custody arrangement for their children. They worked together to establish a fair and balanced schedule that prioritized their children's needs and well-being. The co-parenting arrangement allowed both Felicity and Adrian to maintain a positive and supportive relationship for the sake of Sophie and Leo. As the spring season approached, Felicity and Adrian experienced personal and professional developments that influenced their paths. Felicity received an offer to speak at a national conference on environmental sustainability, an opportunity that highlighted her expertise and dedication to the cause. The invitation to speak was a testament to her hard work and achievements, and she eagerly prepared for the event. Adrian, on the other hand, faced a critical juncture in his career. Despite his ongoing efforts to repair his reputation, he was presented with an opportunity to lead a new project within his company. The project had the potential to showcase his skills and dedication, and Adrian recognized it as a chance to make a significant impact. He approached the project with a renewed sense of purpose and determination, hoping to demonstrate his value and commitment. In April, Felicity's conference presentation was met with enthusiastic feedback and support. Her insights and contributions to the field of environmental sustainability were well received, and the experience further validated her decision to pursue this new chapter in her life. Felicity's success at the conference was a source of pride and motivation, reinforcing her belief in her abilities and her commitment to her goals. Adrian's project, while challenging, provided him with an opportunity to showcase his growth and skills. He dedicated himself to the project with unwavering focus and determination. The project's success was pivotal for Adrian's career, as it allowed him to demonstrate his capabilities and rebuild trust with his colleagues and clients. Throughout the spring and summer, Felicity and Adrian continued to navigate their separate paths with resilience and determination. Their interactions remained focused on co-parenting and maintaining a respectful relationship. While their individual journeys were distinct, they both shared a commitment to creating positive and meaningful changes in their lives. As the summer of 2024 approached, Felicity and Adrian faced a period of reflection and evaluation. The progress they had made individually and the challenges they had overcome were significant milestones in their respective journeys. Both Felicity and Adrian had grown in their own ways, and their experiences had shaped their perspectives on life, relationships, and personal growth. The summer months provided an opportunity for both Felicity and Adrian to assess their progress and set new goals for the future. Felicity's continued success in her professional endeavors and her thriving personal life were sources of fulfillment and satisfaction. Adrian's ongoing efforts to rebuild his career and prove his commitment to change were met with cautious optimism. As they approached the summer of 2024, Felicity and Adrian remained focused on their respective paths, embracing the lessons and opportunities that lay ahead. Their journeys were marked by growth, resilience, and a shared commitment to creating positive changes in their lives and the lives of their children. The future remained open and full of possibilities, and both Felicity and Adrian were determined to navigate it with renewed purpose and clarity. Their experiences had taught them valuable lessons about themselves and each other, and they faced the coming months with a sense of hope and optimism. As summer gave way to autumn, Felicity and Adrian found themselves reflecting on the progress they had made over the past year. The changes and challenges they had faced had shaped their perspectives and brought about significant personal and professional growth. Their journeys, though distinct, had led them to a place of greater self-awareness and understanding. Felicity's career continued to flourish as she embarked on new projects and initiatives within her nonprofit organization. Her successful conference presentation had opened doors to additional speaking engagements and collaborative opportunities. She was now seen as a leading voice in environmental sustainability, and her expertise was sought after by various organizations and media outlets. Her role in the organization expanded to include strategic planning and advocacy, allowing her to influence broader environmental policies and initiatives. Felicity's work was not only making a tangible impact on the environment, but also inspiring others to take action. She was proud of the progress she had made and the positive changes she was contributing to. In her personal life, Felicity's relationship with Sophie and Leo continued to thrive. She had worked hard to create a stable and nurturing environment for her children, and her efforts were reflected in their happiness and well-being. The co-parenting arrangement with Adrian remained respectful and collaborative, focused on the best interests of their children. Adrian, on the other hand, had made significant strides in rebuilding his professional reputation. The successful completion of the project he led had garnered praise from his colleagues and clients. It was a turning point in his career, demonstrating his growth and capabilities. Adrian's dedication and hard work were now recognized, and he was offered new opportunities for advancement within his company. His personal life had also seen positive changes. The ongoing therapy sessions, both individual and with Felicity, had helped him gain valuable insights and make meaningful improvements. Adrian had developed a stronger sense of self-awareness and a renewed commitment to personal growth. His relationships with friends and family were improving, and he was finding fulfillment in his personal and professional endeavors. As autumn progressed, Felicity and Adrian faced new challenges and opportunities. Felicity was invited to participate in a high-profile environmental summit where she would have the chance to engage with global leaders and advocates. The summit presented a unique opportunity for her to amplify her voice and drive meaningful change on an international scale. Adrian was also presented with a new challenge, a leadership role in a major company initiative aimed at fostering innovation and sustainability. The role was a significant step forward in his career, and Adrian approached it with enthusiasm and determination. He was eager to contribute to the initiative and make a positive impact on his company and the industry. Throughout the autumn months, Felicity and Adrian continued to support each other in their respective journeys. Their interactions remained focused on maintaining a healthy co-parenting relationship and ensuring the well-being of their children. They celebrated each other's successes and offered encouragement during challenging times. The changing seasons also brought about moments of reflection and gratitude. Felicity and Adrian took time to appreciate the progress they had made and the lessons they had learned. They recognized the importance of resilience, perseverance, and the support of those around them. As the year drew to a close, Felicity and Adrian faced the future with a sense of optimism and hope. They had navigated a year of change and growth, and they were committed to continuing their journeys with renewed purpose. Their experiences had shaped them into stronger, more self-aware individuals, and they were ready to embrace the opportunities and challenges that lay ahead. The holiday season provided a time for celebration and connection. Felicity and Adrian spent time with Sophie and Leo, creating cherished memories and strengthening their family bonds. They looked forward to the new year with a sense of anticipation, eager to build on the progress they had made and continue their paths of growth and discovery. As they welcomed the new year, Felicity and Adrian reflected on their journeys with gratitude and pride. They had faced adversity and embraced change, and they were ready to continue their pursuits with a renewed sense of purpose. The future held promise, and they were determined to make the most of the opportunities that lay ahead. The story of Felicity and Adrian was one of resilience, growth, and transformation. Their journeys had intersected in meaningful ways, and their shared commitment to personal and professional development had shaped their paths. As they looked to the future, they remained focused on their goals and dedicated to creating positive change in their lives and the lives of those around them.